harder to play in the NFL or the NBA?
NFL.
Tell me why, please.
You gotta keep your head on the swivel. You got 200-pound man that can run faster than go karts and motorcycles. You got motherfucker that can move up to 15, 20 miles per hour. The minute you stop paying attention, it could cost you your life. You can never walk again. You can. It's just seriously G shit. G shit. The NBA only thing you doing is, shooting and dribbling, and then don't worry about it. Gotta worry about Draymond Green. That's the only worry in the NBA you have to worry about is Draymond Green. You go against Draymond Green, you know that you gotta get up and play that nigga today. You ain't having a good day. But in the NFL, it's all over boards. You know what I'm saying? Not to be biased because I play football, but you have to pay attention because if you don't, like I said, it could cost you your life or it could cost you your health.
So you think it's easier to tackle than to shoot a ball?
Hell no, it's harder to shoot a ball than a
That's what
tackle.
I'm saying. Football is all types of positions. It's like
You got to kick a ball, you got to throw a ball,
not everybody
you got to
can do
catch a
that.
ball. Not everybody got it. What you mean?
So
If you're a skilled player, you have to catch.
I could just be a person that tackles people the whole time. You know what I mean? With basketball, you kind
But you have to catch a ball. If you got to be doing two things. You can't just tackle and not want it. Like if the ball coming your way, you have to pick it. You got to get it. You can't just tackle the whole game and don't think you're going to touch a ball or a ball not going to come your way, folks. You feel me? Like it is harder to shoot than it is to tackle. You know what I mean?
But
But
you still think NFL
like I said,
is harder than the NBA?
yes, sir, I do absolutely.
Like he said, the NFL. He said the NFL is harder.
The NFL is harder than the NBA.
Yeah.
All day, 100%.
What you think, though?
No, I agree. I think it's harder to stick out over there too. You really got to work hard to even get a moment out there to make a name for yourself. In basketball, every single night somebody got the chance to become a star if they play their cards right.
Right.
You get a lot more eyes on you. There's a lot more money being made, and over there's football's a lot more gladiator and a lot of different egos, and on top of the fact that it's super physical, like. Everybody got to be on the same page, but you're still hoping to get your moment. It's very hard to be in a team game as much. You can be very individualistic in basketball, but NFL, that shit don't fly. Everybody got to be on the same page.
You cannot beat nobody yourself. You can't be a whole
like you all got to be on the same page. You can't have a star moment on,
You can't. There's no one player that's go to put the whole team.
But they'll take over for minutes at a time. There will be Luka will just go crazy for like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like at a time and stop and pass.
I seen Kobe beat the team himself.
Right.
You'll never see that in the NFL. I mean, like the quarterback himself, in order for them to beat somebody themselves, like they literally got to score all the touchdowns. You feel me? Like every single last one of them. Like a running back, for instance, like he got to score all the touchdowns and nobody else score. That's beating the team yourself. But a person that was close to doing that was Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? He took a punt return to the house. He intercepted the ball, took it to the house. They threw a ball to him as a receiver. He caught the ball. And he threw a touchdown all in one game. So, it's but like the Kobe's and the Luka Doncic's and you can't. It's not an NFL play.
Is it harder to be a star in the NBA or than the NFL, or NFL than NBA? Like to be a star. Not is it easier to play in? I mean, is it harder to play in? Is it easier? I mean, is it harder to be a star?
Yeah, yes, it's hard. It's harder to be a star in the NBA than it is to be a star in the NFL. The reason me saying that because in the NBA, like in the NFL, like say like you for a rookie, for instance, they put you in the game, you get in that bitch, and you be the top notch team. You feel me? They're gonna be talking about you for weeks and weeks and weeks to come. Right. And then it's easier. It's easy to be a star in the NFL if you got the notch and if you got the workout. But the NBA, it's harder because it's 80 something games, folks. Like you feel me? You got a whole lot of proving to do. You feel me? Like you got a whole you can have a good 10-8 games. You feel me? They don't care yet. Your stats and everything gonna be there and all that. but they don't care yet. They don't give you that recognition yet. They ain't finna talk about you. Steve ain't even finna talk about you yet. It's because it'll be way too early to talk about it. So yes, it's harder in the NBA than it is in the NFL. I feel like.
You think the same, Finito?
I might say football actually, just because it's even harder to even be a recognizable face in football. You know, you wearing the helmets, people just know you by your jersey more than your face a lot of the time. Right. So even to get your name out there to sustain it in the first place, just getting your face out there is hard enough to do, let alone, you know, playing the game, people only knowing you by your number and shit. But basketball, it is kind of hard because, again, it's like because it's so individualistic, you're under a microscope every game. I mean, something they can't wait to talk that shit. And, you know, I mean, even us doing these type of podcasts and shit, you know? Right. When people have bad games, it's going to be talked about, and that's just fucking with your mental health, and you got to fight through it, and, you know? Right. And I hate to be such a brat about the mental health thing, but, again, that shit do weigh on you when you're shooting the ball and you're thinking about, like, being Klay Thompson right now, who just had a bad game against the Kings.
0 for 10.
I'm sure that shit was all in his head. Everybody talking shit all season, like, fuck. Every shot he put up, I bet it was in his mind and shit. I mean, I'm sure he'll bounce back.